Hey dudes. I'm gonna go over a little bit of pistons and what my knowledge of circuitry. First, what I'm gonna do is build a simple uh, contraption using pistons, and then I'm gonna explain how that contraption works. So first, I am going to pull out a piston. So I have my piston. I'm gonna need a button. So let's grab a button. A button. So the button and the piston. So what I'm gonna do is build uh, a structure, and I'm going to go off of that. Okay, so now that we have a structure, we have three separate walls. I don't know if you can see it, but it's separate from right here. So what we're gonna do is grab our piston. Let me grab it. And then we are going to attach it to the wall. I don't know for sure if it matters on where you place it, but here, let me explain how this works. So see this green line? That's the direction the piston's gonna go in. So the piston's gonna start here and go all the way up until this line ends. I will show you that once let me grab the button. So we have our button and our piston. So we're gonna connect it to the wall, and then when we press it, we want it to play. And as you can see, once I pressed it, the piston moved up and the door's there. So what I'm going to do now is show a little thing where we can have that come back down, like an automatic door. So a delay. We're going to use a delay for this. So when the button is released, we're going to have a 10, no, 5-second delay. And after that delay, we're going to have the piston reverse. I messed it up a little bit, so it's going to go back up there. But that's a pretty good way of doing that. So to explain, so whenever this button is pressed, that's going to send an output to the piston, and it's going to play it. Now when the button is released, it's going to run it into delay, wait 5 seconds, and then it will put an output to the reverse, so the piston will reverse. So let's make the distance 2. So the distance will change like a door. Simple door. Simple automatic door. If you want to get more fancy, we can actually get rid of the button and put a trigger volume. This is for whenever it is touched, it will send a signal out. So basically a button that you can push. That's not push. So when a player's entered it, it will, oh, that's the wrong thing. It will play the piston, and when it's exited, it will go through the delay again and reverse it. Like that. But you can't see it. So this is for whenever you want to just put a little hand thing and boom. Now, if you want to get even more fancy and add sounds to it, you can take a SFX for whenever it is played. First, we got to configure it to make a sound. And the sound I want to do is a beep. So, beeping. And so when the player's entered, it will play the sound and it will open the piston. I'm also going to scale this a little bit bigger. So that's an even better way of doing it. I'm also going to explain what this button is. It's a toggle button. It's very different from the actual button because if I push it, it will stay. So this is actually probably for say you want to make a mirror cover, be fancy. When this is pressed, let me get rid of this setup real quick. Let me add another wall there because I deleted it. Okay, so once that is pressed, it will play the piston again. And then when it's released, it will reverse it. So, play. It will stay up there until I've released it. So, basically, it's like a sticky button. Press it. It will keep that signal running until it is unpressed. Like a light switch, if you want to think of it. When you turn on the light, it'll stay on until you turn it off. But yeah, that's pretty much what I know about this. It's pretty simple. I enjoy it. It's pretty fun. Once you get the hang of some circuits, you will expand off of that. So this also has an output. This is for when you want to connect another thing. So I will actually show that real quick. So and I'm going to have it go in a different way. And make sure you have the piston aiming the correct direction you want it before connecting it to it. Otherwise, it will turn the wall as well. So we are going to connect it to this. And then when this button is pressed, it will play this. And once this plays, it will send an output of this play into this play. Sorry. Same thing for the reversed. So press it. It'll do that. It's pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty cool. Hopefully this helped you guys get into like more circuitry. It's very simple. You can add it to your dorm if you want to be cool, fancy. You can also make like a little handprint where you can just tap it and it opens up. But yeah, that's my take and my explanation on how pistons and some of the buttons work.